Most people don't fail at starting an online business. They fail at starting. They wait for the perfect idea, the perfect logo, the perfect week that never actually shows up on the calendar. Meanwhile, someone with half their skill and none of their overthinking quietly makes their first sale this weekend. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You do not need money, an audience, or a genius idea to begin. You need one small thing that works, and the willingness to start it today. Let me show you exactly how. 20 years ago, starting a business meant rent, inventory, and a loan you'd be paying off for a decade. Online, the math is completely different. Your storefront is a link. Your factory is your laptop. Your working hours are whatever's left after everything else in your life. That's not a downgrade. That's the lowest risk way to test a real idea that has ever existed. You can spend almost nothing, reach almost anyone, and shut it down on a Tuesday if it doesn't work, with no one hurt but your ego. The point isn't to build an empire by Friday. The point is to remove every excuse that's been keeping you on the sidelines. Beginners get stuck chasing a business when what they actually need is a model, a simple, repeatable way that value goes out and money comes in. There are really only a few starter models worth your time. 1. Sell a skill: writing, editing, design, spreadsheets, tutoring. You trade time for money, and you can start with 0 followers. 2. Sell a product you don't hold: print on demand, digital downloads, templates, guides. You make it once and sell it many times. 3. Sell other people's products for a cut: affiliate marketing, where you get paid to recommend things you'd recommend anyway. Notice what's missing from that list: warehouses, employees, and venture capital. Pick one model, not 3. 1. You can always add later. You can't start in 4 directions at once. Here's where beginners waste months: inventing demand instead of finding it. You don't need a brand new idea. You need an existing problem that people are already spending money to solve. Go where your future customers complain: forums, comment sections, reviews, group chats. Look for the sentence, "I wish someone would just..." That blank is your business. If people are paying for something clumsy, slow, or confusing, you don't have to be revolutionary. You just have to be a little clearer, a little faster, or a little friendlier. Boring problems with real budgets beat exciting ideas with no buyers every single time. Let's make this concrete, because start today means today. Step 1. Name the offer in one sentence: who you help and what you help them get. Step 2. Pick a single place to sell it: a marketplace, a simple page, a social profile with a link. You don't need a website with 12 tabs. You need one clear way to say yes. Step 3. Set a price. Beginners underprice out of fear, then burn out. Charge enough that the work is worth your time. Step 4. Tell 10 people directly. Not a broadcast to the void. 10 real messages to real humans who might actually need this. That's it. Offer, place, price. 10 messages. You can complete all 4 before dinner. Now the honest part, because I'm not going to sell you a fantasy. Your first version will be a little embarrassing, and your first sales will come slower than the highlight reels online suggest. Nobody posts the 3 weeks of silence before their first customer. Passive income is rarely passive at the start. It's a lot of active work up front, hoping it becomes passive later. Most overnight successes are quietly a year old. This isn't a reason to quit before you begin. It's a reason to start small enough that slow doesn't scare you off. Aim for your first $10, not your first 10,000. The first dollar is the hardest and the most important because it proves a stranger will pay you. And everything after that is just repeating what worked. Once you've made something, momentum beats motivation. Motivation is a mood. Momentum is a habit. So build tiny loops. Talk to a customer, improve the offer, tell more people, repeat. Every week, do one thing that could make a sale and one thing that makes the next sale easier. Ignore the vanity numbers. Followers and likes don't pay rent. Watch the numbers that matter. People who reply, people who buy, people who come back. And write down what worked. Because the goal isn't one lucky sale. The goal is a system you understand well enough to do again on purpose. So here's your homework. And it has a deadline of tonight. Pick one model. Name one offer. Message one person. That's the whole gap between someday and started. The people winning online aren't smarter than you. They just refuse to wait for permission. If this gave you a push, subscribe, because the next videos walk through each of these models step by step, so you're never guessing what to do next. Your first sale is closer than you think. Now go start it. Today.